King. Tantra, the way of action by Francis King, because that was the only, in the last few gateways we had. So when I was talking about this shit, motherfucker, like that nigga got up there and was talking about his dick and was talking about all this some crazy shit. I refuse to call myself a divine hoe. You know what I'm saying? You know, what is righteousness? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, man, you know, so I was trying to give them an aspect that was supposed to be above the first level of learning that we're Africans and we invented all this kind of shit, to go to another level. But the other level was through the sexual thing, and nobody wanted to deal with it. There's a story in Asia. There's a story in India. God sets out on a journey to go get enlightened, to meet the ultimate master. He passed by a prostitute on the way to meet the master. Went 100 years, didn't find the master. Go back another 100 years, pass by the prostitute, don't find the master. Go back another 100 years, pass by the prostitute, and don't find the master. And then on the last 100 years, he go up to the prostitute and say, where the master? She said, I'm the damn master. He said, but you a goddamn prostitute. She said, that's the fucking way I am. So the whole time that nigga could have been unloading some cum off his ass. His balls big as hell. He's trying to find the damn master. Oh, goddamn master. Move that shit up to the front of that. He couldn't handle the truth. That was the master. She came in the way of the divine whore. Why the hell you think the Jesus story, he don't befriend nobody, but he get right when it comes to that prostitute. All y'all righteous people and all y'all righteous ones, but when it comes to the prostitute, he say, we got a special relationship. Because you know, anybody give me some pussy is all right with me. You see? That's the thing. So I got into that. I got into this at the conference too, and I wanted to say that. Going right along. I want to just get through this sex thing because everybody tripped, but we just got to tell you how the shit is, so the motherfucker don't think I'm crazy. I'm looking at this, and all the studies has led to this. Bumping and grinding. Why? Because it's it is the only thing that the damn white church and the rule of it all you tell you can't do. That's the thing they tell you. Why the hell you think they got the campaign of these CD takes and mother women all down loose? And they got thousands of motherfucking women and shit doing this shit here and all. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm all frustrated and shit. You know what I'm saying? All this shit here. And they telling women out there working, they're telling the black woman psychologically, don't fuck. So that's what it's about. It's interesting. Ain't that you said it? There you go. You hear that? You hear that shit? Look. Here it is right here. Now, although it was a lesbian woman, but she had to write the thing. We got this last week in Detroit. Medical need for orgasm in women. Said it releases oxytocins. You see? And it releases the oxytocins that enhances stress. Right here. The need for the orgasm. The more you have, the powerful you become. So one sister told me, she said, can I do that shit masturbating? I said, you damn sure can, baby. I guess no one, no men around, she said. Told me that shit in Charlotte. But she was honest. Because the butcher up in that motherfucker wasn't saying nothing, they had no man. She was like, wait, fuck that, you talking all that good shit. And I do that shit masturbating. I say, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get you some toys and whatever. Some carpet toys, some G.I. Joe motherfuckers, some Big Jim, or you can even get Barney, little purple ass. Barney, you a big fat purple ass dick. I love you and you love me. Now give me this goddamn orgasm. Use Barney ass. So they're talking about this. So we want to just get through this little thing right quick on the little sexual thing, because I was trying to tell you, in this book, Modern Sex Magic, by Donald Michael Craig, in there they talk about Modern Sex Magic by Donald Michael Craig. First of all, on the temple walls, eating pussy is called Kundalini. Kundalini or Kundalini. That's on the temple walls. It's also it's in this book. It's also, they show it in the damn book, where them niggas in India eating, clicking on that clit. Check Kama Sutra, all that shit, where they're licking on that clit. I'm gonna let y'all know on a secret. White motherfuckers didn't even come up with that shit. I'm talking about this. When we was thinking it was a white thing, the head white people had tapped into the Kama Sutra when the damn British conquered India. And they started eating pussy on the damn Kama Sutra, and the shit went across the Atlantic, and then foreign boys started doing it, and you was thinking that it's a redneck thing. You didn't know they got that shit from the Africans. In the Kama Sutra. You see? Now in here, they talk about it, two things. They talk about it in this book, Modern Sex Magic by Donald Michael Craig. They talk about several kinds of orgasms. Multiple orgasms, sequential multiples, compound multiples, and serial multiples. That's the one you want to get up to, where you get a flurry of them, all just going off at one time, like fireworks. Yeah. They talk about they got an African tribe. They locate in here. They got an African tribe where they teach the women to ski and wet up the wall, not with no piss, with semen or a form of female ejaculation. And these African girls, by the time they're 13, they got to know how to wet the wall. I said, that's some good old shit right there. Yeah, I need to go over and get me one of them to improve motherfuckers that can wet up a wall and wet up my goddamn bed. Ain't that no golden shower shit. You white man say, white man, you gotta have peeing on me, lady, pee on me. I ain't talking that shit. Give me some damn wet up the wall shit. They got it in this book, African girls. They got this shit. Donald Michael Craig, them sisters have to wet the wall. We need to get some of them motherfuckers up there harder. Make us some money. Tell them you gotta get the elixir. It'll cost you $200 to get the elixir. Wet the wall up. And that's the semen. But what it is, it is done by massaging the G-spot. They talk about the G-spot up in here. And you massage that G-spot and you get a liquid that come out of that shit. That's elixir. That's the spot. Get some of that shit there, and I don't give a fuck. Mix that motherfucker up in some warm. In some scotch. Now y'all crazy, but I'm talking metaphysics here. Because go get the book Sexual Alchemy by Donald Tyson. And they talk about sexual fluids. Sexual Alchemy by Donald Tyson. They just came out with that shit last year. And they talk about the damn fluids and shit. You know what I'm saying? Put some of that shit in your coffee. Donald Tyson, listen, man, that nigga there done lost his mind. I know the shit coming. Because I'm going to guarantee you, we can't deal with nothing, that we need to create a mutation in the mind. See, the white man is not a mutant, he's a hybrid. There's a difference. A mutation happens in nature. We have albinos. A mutation happens in nature. So that's a natural occurrence. The white man is a hybrid. That means that motherfucker was created, grafted. Because you know the white people are calling themselves mutants now. All the X-Men shit. Why are they doing that? They're doing that because the Christ form is a mutation. You have a regular human, then you have an illuminated person that goes beyond the human spirit. That is a mutation. That is something that mutates from the original form. So white people are calling themselves mutants. That's mean they call themselves Christ. They're not mutants, they're hybrids. See, they call themselves mutants first because that meant that, okay, we might be abnormal, but that's just something that occurred in nature. No, hell no, ain't no nature gonna produce no goddamn white race. You see what I'm saying? So they are hybrids. You see, so you have to create a mutation in the mind. Now, going on in this book, The Soul of Sex by Thomas More. The Soul of Sex by Thomas More, excellent book. In here, he studies the word orgasm, and it means a sacred piece of land between two goddesses, Persephone and Demeter. And that's a form of, if you want to break it down to, mother-daughter thing on the African thing, it would probably be Oshun and Yemenya, mother-daughter. Or would also, in Kemet, it would probably be Heru and Isis, a sacred land between two goddesses. Also, the goddess Aphrodite is up in there, which is another form of the great mother Yemenya. So all this shit is in here about the orgasm. Now, in other books, Linda Folario, the white girl was in the Cincinnati Journal of Magic on the Crawley, well, this is a spinoff of a Crawley group. They basically follow Kenneth Grant out of England. And in here, she has a part in here about orgasm magic that gets you from universe A, which is the matrix, to universe B, which is the other dimension. So this is the kind of shit why the church got to come out and reinvest in new preachers with 8-button suits on and square-toe gaiters and shit. You know, they got their shit together like that because they got to stop you from becoming the freak that you're supposed to become. You say, damn, you motherfucker just called us a freak. A freak is a mutation. You see? That's called Christos. That's called, if you say a freak of nature, we're not talking in the regular standard form. We're talking about alchemical components in the body that has to be woken up. But you can't wake your shit up being the best human you can be and being quiet with spider webs around your shit. See what I'm saying? And you can't do it with the white woman. You can't do it with the white woman. Or no other kind of woman. Chinese don't have this shit. You fuck around and get some egg foo young. The only people that can produce these elixirs are the ancient, original people. These alchemical fluids that is in the lowest form of the scrotums and the anus at the root chakra can only be of the primordial origin that had the melanin molecule. Can't be no white people and no other isms. So it can't be no Eskimos. Know what I'm saying? Can't be none of them kind of people. It's got to be that black woman. The motherfucker who can, when the woman dances, who can dance the best? A sister, right? If she dancing, if that's some energy, if that's some demons or Damians, or what you call aliens, hidden forces inside of her dancing. That's those alchemical forces inside of her that move. That's the good shit. You get where I'm coming from? So this is the kind of shit you got to do. One last thing on that. One last thing on that. Because motherfuckers tried to crucify me. I refuse to be a divine hoe. That nigga talking all that old sex shit. I'm the goddess Isis. I'm the goddess Isis. So I told him about when I was in college, and I think I said it the last time I was here, when I was in college, how they had them two girls that fucked the whole dormitory of boys. Took down one dormitory one night, took down the other dormitory the next night. And I was trying to talk about how the feminine energy is so powerful. We get three women, we had to call Undertaker. And I told them about this shit, and niggas lost their mind. So that nigga there got some old vaudeville act up there. He doing some old joking show. He done turned to Richard Pryor on their ass. I'm the goddess Isis. I ain't fucking a whole lot of niggas. I'm gonna be like Mother Teresa. Let my shit get gangrene and rock the fuck off. She probably lost her clitoris at age 19. That shit rolled under the bed. Her shit, Mother Teresa clitoris probably rolled off like an old BB. Like a Boston baked bean. It probably big as a Boston baked bean. She ain't had that in a while. That shit probably just went boom. Her shit rolling in the bed like a Boston baked bean and a rat eating. Rat ate her clitoris. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that something? That's the funny shit. They had a movie called A Killing Machine with Sonny Chiba. Never seen that shit? Back in the day, Killing Machine. And they had rapist little girl, and Sonny Chiba came in and cut off their dick and threw it out in the road, and a dog, an old damn dog with the mange came and eat the hell out of that dick. That's what happened with Mother Teresa and these old Puritan, nun-ass hoes. Now, hold on. So, I'm the goddess Isis. I'm the goddess Isis. I would never screw nobody like that because I'm the goddess Isis. Well, let's see what the fuck Isis says in this book. Alright? Let's see what Oshun and Isis. Alright? Now, see, I knew I'd get your ass. See, Dr. Ben say, when a motherfucker don't believe you, put that scholarship on their ass. Put it right in their face like Dr. Ben say. Okay then. I ain't no fucking hoe. I'm the goddess Isis. I'm the goddess Isis. I'm the goddess Oshun. I'm the Virgin Mary. I'm Mayat. Well, let's see what the fuck Isis and Mayat does. Alright? I'm gonna put it right on you. Let's see how big a good old okay. Okay, yeah. Let's see how Isis get her freak on. Isis is what is Isis? Virgin Mary. You talking about that? I'm the Virgin Mary. I'm walking around this motherfucker and had none in 500 years. Oh Jesus! Oh Lord Jesus! Oh 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 Jesus! Well, let's see what the fuck the Virgin Mary does. You want to be like a Virgin Mary? So fuck that shit. Virgin Mary, so I'm getting my freak on. Get some kitchen utensils. All right. See, okay, because first I thought I was joking, all right? See, he said that nigga done lost his mind. So that motherfucker there done gone crazy. We ain't never seen Bobby like this before. Motherfucker see, whoever that was on that stage that wasn't Bobby. They just got out some old big old fat nigga from down south. Some old Kentucky Fried Chicken eating nigga, just dancing and singing and shit. Okay. All right, let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Now, do your homework. You got Isis in one part of Africa, You got Ishtar, you got Astarte, you got Inanna, you got Aphrodite, you got Oshun. All of these are the same people. Just do your damn homework. Now, so this book is called From Distant Days by Benjamin F. Foster. Tales and Myths and Poetry of Ancient Mesopotamia. That just means ancient Africa. All right? Let's see what ISIS does. ISIS does the same shit them two girls at Benedict College did. ISIS are married. We'll use ISIS. Then I will use Oshun. You know. So, Oshun ISIS will not tire. So, she got some boys coming up there, and this is an ancient fragment. Ishtar will not tire. That's ISIS. Will not tire. So a boy comes up to her and go, come on, come here, give me what I want. Another one comes up to her and say, come here, let me touch your vulva. See? Well, this is straight up Rick James freak show shit coming right out of damn the ancient world. This is all that fragments and shit they got over in Germany. They got a lot of shit in Russia and in Germany of sexual shit coming out of Hemmitt, where them niggas were doing orgies and all kind of shit. Niggas was having a ball. Now, let me touch your vulva. So then ISIS says, since I am ready to give you what you want, oh yeah, I'm ready to give you what you want, come and get all the young men in your city together and let us go to a shade of a wall. So she said, look nigga, you ain't gonna hang, so let's quit bullshitting around. In order to satisfy me, you gonna have to go get all them niggas, all your friends together. Because when I start, I don't want no 2 minutes. See what I'm saying? I don't want no 2 minutes. I don't want no 2 niggas to go in 5 minutes. I want to get busy. Alright, so she says, since I am ready to give you what you want, go get all of the young men in your city together and let us go and go to a shade of a wall. I'm saying, damn, I'm reading some 5,000-year-old shit getting horny. I like you. I think you're all right with me. You know. 7 to her midriff, 7 to her midriff, 7 to her loins. 60 then 60 satisfy themselves upon her nakedness. The young men have all tired, but Ishtar will not tire. Come on, motherfuckers. Come on, fellas, for my lovely vulva. And as the girl demanded, you see, get on with it. And the young men have all gave her what they wanted, and all the young men tired. Now this is fucking ISIS. Vanessa Del Rio. Now that's a good one. We need to put up a shrine to her black ass. Now, so what I'm trying to say here is, here goes again. I know that you all want to get to another level, but you want to get to another level because you have taken a Christian model and now you become Egyptian, but you still got the Christian model in your mind. So you're looking for Horus and Osiris to be like a eunuch like the white Jesus. And Osiris got a big old dick. Alright? So what we're doing is this is therapy. We break it loose from all the bullshit. All right, now let's go on. All right. I said the name of the book. From Distant Days is the name of the book. Myths and Tales and Poetry from Ancient Mesopotamia by Benjamin F. Foster. From Distant Days, Benjamin F. Foster. This is Ishtar Will Not Tire. Just remember that's the name of the papyrus I read. Okay, let's go on. All right, getting down to business. Well, actually, that was the business, but hold on. Let's see here. How many people have been having irregular heartbeats? In the ass, how many people have been having How many people have been having fast heartbeats? Your heartbeats have been going real fast. Palpitations. First of all, you have what is called the primordial heart. The primordial heart is other dimension that is inside of your heart chakra. When it sets itself up into your heart chakra, this entity or your own soul replaces your regular heartbeat with another pulsation or heartbeat. With another pulsation or heartbeat. That is nothing but another aspect of your higher self coming into being, like your soul coming online, taking over one body. So it's not like them alien movies where the alien get in the body and take over the body. Well, it's the same concept, but the alien is not some bug-eyed person. The alien is your soul. So when this happens, first of all, the first thing they're going to do is they tell you that you got high blood pressure. When your kundalini rises and your soul comes online, your blood pressure automatically, or your heartbeat and the blood pressure automatically goes to another level, especially in black men. The problem here is you don't have stroke and heart attack based on this going to the other level. That's the level it's supposed to go to if you tap into a higher level, even haphazardly, through music, through whatever kind of shit that got you off, and tapped into that particular thing and woke up that soul. What happens here is when it happens, we live in a society where you don't get enough water. 98% of the food is processed food, and processed food, what gives it a longer shelf life is what? Sodium, salt. So you stroke out and have a heart attack because you don't have enough water. But when this thing, so the white man will tell you, your heart, you're going to have a high blood pressure for the rest of your life. You're going to have to stay on medication. If you're supposed to have the shit for the rest of your life, you're supposed to think about it. My shit's supposed to be that way for the rest of my life. That's because you went to a new level. He studied it and he knows it. Why is it that most of the campaigns, the white men will come on TV and tell you about black people have a risk of stroke and heart attack? Now that don't make no sense. On one hand, you're killing us every day, any chance you can get. But yet you're going to come on TV to save our lives? See, to me, you be like, fuck them niggas, they're going to be going anyway between stroke and heart attack. Right? That's not the case. The key here is they got to keep this thing down and they got to take this thing down because they know, and I talked about this the last time, you can go to another level based on that primordial heart. The key here is water. The key here is water. Now, moving right along, let's go into what's really going down. First of all, it says in Hilton Hotima's book, The Sons of Perfection, that one of the key links to the pineal gland is the prostate gland. And the pineal gland is the hardest gland. So if Farrakhan's prostate is fucked up, he ain't hooking up with no pineal gland. So why the hell they following that nigga talking he the man of God? He gonna get the people out of this shit. But the key here is they're saying that prostate cancer is high among black men. Why is that? That's because they're fucking up the prostate, because in this book, he says that the prostate gland is directly connected to the pineal gland. Hilton Hotima, he wrote stuff on the pineal gland all before Richard King and all of them. So that's all of a sudden the black man is coming down with prostate trouble. See what I'm saying? Very key how this shit is going on. You see, very key. Hilton Hotel is Sons of Perfection. Let's deal with that. It's all in the line and order on what we're talking about here. Now, let's deal with what's really going on here so we can get another clarity on where we are at this particular time and what we need to be doing. It all started with the Hale-Bopp comet in 1997. Now, to give you a recap on this, we talked about this. In 1997, they had the Hale-Bopp comet. Then you had them Applewhite people. That's those people that's, I can still use them. I can't use them like no more, right? Okay, yeah. That's the people that, they killed themselves out in, California, the 49 people. So there was a ship behind Hale-Bopp, those Heaven's Gate people. And they was killed themselves behind the Hale-Bopp comet, saying that, there was a ship there. You know what I'm saying? That's a joke. White motherfuckers trying to get on the damn ship. A spiritual ship, not that shit they make in Area 51 or whatever. But they even had a black woman, old fool-ass black woman, gonna let some damn white people talk her to get killed. But if anybody would go to the ship, she'd probably be the only one. Huh? Castrated themselves, all of that. So they talked about how they were supposed to go to the other level on this ship. So immediately, people was laughing, and then they had what is called a remote viewers from Emory University, Lieutenant Colonel Ed James and Courtney Brown, come out and go, we're remote viewers. They said, what is remote viewers? Because remote viewers was developed by the United States government in the 1940s, psychic spies. Get the movie The Fury. I think that's the name of the movie. The Fury, with 1978 with Kirk Douglas. Dreamscape also, same thing, Dreamscape with Dennis Quaid, 1982. Get the Dreamscape in that particular movie. So they were talking about remote viewing, how they can spy on you psychically. And we had already known about it in Atlanta because we heard about them in 1984 and they said there were some witches out in Hillary that were spying on the black community. Then all of a sudden these people come out, I said, God damn, them the people that were spying on us in Atlanta. And they came on national TV and said, we are remote viewers, psychic spies. We developed this thing, but the headquarters is at Emory University, which is like the big Coca-Cola University down in Atlanta, Georgia. It's like the Ivy League of the South. And so they said the headquarters is at Emory University. We're doing all kind of research. And they say, so what? They said, well, there was no physical spaceship, but there is something behind Hale-Bopp. They said, but it's more like an intelligence, 3 times big as the Earth. And they had the most accurate view of this shit. Because even in the Golden Dawn Society with Israel Regarded, they had been talking about, they had been seeing this shit in the early 1900s. You see. So they've been tracking this shit for years. They knew it was coming. So, they said it's an intelligence out there behind the Hale-Bopp comet that's 3 times bigger than the Earth. Okay. Then, Discover magazine say, well, this is how we do our thing. We let the Applewhite people kill themselves and throw everything off. Then when the remote viewers come, none of our people will believe in that shit. Because the key here is to never mix science with the metaphysical. Although metaphysical is the only science there is. But they say never mix mundane left brain collegiate official science with nothing. What? Pseudoscience or whatever. So they said never mix this together, and the people will never know what's going on. So Discover magazine comes out with their article, November 1998, or a year later. A black hole in the middle of the Milky Way galaxy, in the heart of our own galaxy, beats a huge, mysterious beast that rules the realm of cataclysmic violence. But why they show his spaceship like thing? And in the book, they show the ship beaming down like a spaceship. Okay, same thing that the Heaven's Gate people were saying. But the Heaven's Gate people were thinking it was going to be a physical ship going to come down. Like some fucking Enterprise or some dumb shit. You know, so motherfuckers wearing beige t-shirts and shit. You know. But they put this out in 1998. Now, the key here is, in 97 they came out with the movie Fifth Element. And it was this big old ball that comes after so many 500 years or so many thousands of years, this big ball comes, and it's evil. And the white man shot the arrows in the ball, shot the missiles into this big ball, and the shit just got bigger. And they say they don't want no money, don't want no fame, they just want to destroy y'all asses. So, they put this movie out. They put out a movie called Life Force in 1985, talking the same stuff. You see, talking the same stuff. Now, anyway, what happens is, they got the Fifth Element. What happens here is, this year, in May the 21st, you got it on? Oh, yeah. Is it on yet? You need to get it. Let it come on. Now, this year, in May the 21st, we entered into a black hole. The same black hole that they talked about here, we entered into that black hole. Now, let me show you how this thing goes. They talk about black hole, and they talk about dark matter. All this is carbon. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. Carbon, which is the basis of melon. So they talk about the black hole, and they've been talking about dark matter. Now, prior to us entering, they were talking about the black hole. We entered into the black hole on May the 21st of this year. Immediately, USA Today a week later released the article talking about dark matter. Then, y'all stick with me, because I'm going to show you some shit also. But this is just what happened. But then I'm going to show you how the war started and how that motherfucker rolled on my ass. And I ain't talking about no niggas in some FOI suits or some Black Panthers and shit with some Tonka toys and some, and you know, and some water guns. I'm talking about Legba, Obatala, Ogun, and Chango. I'm gonna go into this here. It's gonna be different than what you think it is. Y'all listen, this nigga done lost his mind. And believe me, I'm gonna tell you something. What them motherfuckers put me through the other day, y'all motherfuckers better let me go through this shit by my goddamn self, because I'm telling you, these motherfuckers don't play. Well, we're gonna go into that in a few minutes. These bastards don't play. Well, we got something for their ass, though. Well, we're going into this. Hold on now. We'll go into this shit in a few minutes, but I got to explain it to you. Well, them motherfuckers fucked me up so bad, if I didn't have these people in this country here, I'd have been fucked up. They got my ass. They got me good for about 2-3 days. They rolled on a nigga. Got me good. But I'm going ahead of myself. So, Time Magazine comes out June 25th. How the universe will end. Now, June the 13th of 2000, the ABC News say, fuck this shit. You better tell the people what time it is. So in 2000, on June the 13th, they came out with on Nightline about how the universe will end, and they said that they got this big black thing out in space. It's like a void, and it's pushing the stars away, and it's like this blackness just covering up the universe. Now this ain't no hodgepodge publicity. Nightline News talking. You see. Now check this out. They said they got this big thing pushing things out. I got it on. I watched it about 5 times. That night I had the damn VCR ready. The goddamn rabbit ears was acting right. They cut off a cable. They cut the cable off. Cut my shit off. So the rabbit ears was right in the right place to get the right reception. So my rabbit ears was acting all right that night. Perfect. Clear. So I'm dealing in the 60s on your ass. I got rabbit ears and aluminum foil on my shit. And I have to go like this, and go like this, and go like this, and go like this, and go until I get that shit right. So the rabbit ears, there's a roll on my cable shit. That shit been gone. That's been gone since 97. Cut shit off. Now, so they said how the universe will end on Nightline. They said it was a big black nothingness out there that was traveling faster than the speed of light. And they said it was covering up all the stars in the universe. Now I'm going to show you how this thing goes. They said that they had this thing up in there and they looked and they thought there was nothing in it. They said, but they found out that in the nothingness was these patterns and there was something in the nothingness. It's on the movie Never Ending Story. You ever saw that movie? Never Ending Story. We're being covered up by the nothingness. The nothingness is covering us up. The Never Ending Story. But nothingness is called Ayin Sorta Uda, Ayin Sorta, which is the top of the sphere of the Kabbalah. And the gateway to nothingness is Dar, which is the third eye. And Sirius, Darth Vader coming on their ass. That's what this shit is about. So it's on the sphere of the Kabbalah. So the nothingness was covering up everything. They said it had some stuff in the nothingness, but it was pushing the stars out. And they said that's how the universe is going to end. They said everything is just going to disappear, going to be this blackness. Now Gus from Salem, who was a head Jew from Tel Aviv, died in 1982. That's the head cracker on the Kabbalah. They studied it, and he said, they said, well, what does all this shit mean? He said, chaos is going to just come and take this shit over. But you know, we're in the chaos because we are the blackness. Now, so then they said, so Nightline, the guy said, oh shit, the guy said, yeah, this is going to cover up everything. So that Nightline came back. Now here's the pitch to get all the motherfuckers in TV land. They done told all the people who got consent what time it is. Now here it is for the old ignorant ass niggas and stupid ass white people. Oh, it's traveling faster than the speed of light, but it's going to take a couple of million years. Now wait a minute. You fuck around and get up and that sun start coming up. And you want some more sleep. That motherfucker start coming up in the morning. Shit. Couple of minutes, that shit is bright, shining in your face. And yet they come out a couple of million years. Okay, so they did this thing, cool people out. But then Time magazine comes out with this. How the universe will end this year. Then Thursday, we get this. Talking about the same black hole in the Milky Way. Evidence that the Milky Way and the black hole detected. They're talking about the same thing Thursday. Alright? In here, they talk about, well, what is it? They talk about all the shit about how they thought the world was going to end. And then they say, recently, we know how that shit going to end. Dark matter. Now what it is, they talk about the black hole, then they talk about dark matter. See, before you approach the black hole or you sitting on the top of it, that's called a black hole. But when you go into the black hole, you come over with dark matter. And they're saying all this shit here is damn dark matter. So that's why they got to drop the metathion and all that kind of shit. Because they're dark. Huh? And oh man, they got all kind of stuff. To shut down the Kundalini energy and tell you whatever it is, when you're in that black hole, you got to close your black hole. But That's the key. Now that you in the black hole, you got to use your black hole. Even if you got to stick Jackson 5 Live up in that motherfucker. Let you people buy Jackson Live. You got to be fucking in the black hole. And know that ooh-ee-ah-oh shit. You got to get freaky. Pull out them curtain rods. Get that spoon over there. I want the goddamn spoon. Give me that Tylenol bottle. Some freaky shit. To open up these vortexes, you got to be fucking and sucking. Tell you how this shit go. Because you in the dark matter. Alright? What time is it? Get ready to get into this other shit. 5 to 11? Okay, now let me get into this stuff right here on what's going on. Now it's time to get down with the real funky shit. The Black Sun. It's up. Oh yeah, by Peter Moon. Awesome book. Awesome book. Black Sun by Peter Moon. Huh? Oh, I'll tell you about that. That's just. I'll go into the question and answer one minute. We'll clear that up. Now, let me explain what's going down here. I even lost a goddamn girlfriend over this shit. Ginger told me, look, come 2000, if we ain't dead, I'm getting the fuck on, nigga. He said, come 2000, we supposed to kill ourselves or something. Come 2000, if we ain't dead, I'm getting the fuck on. So, I said, well, cool. I said, but damn, I was trying to do something to heal myself on something. And the spirit was like, why the fuck you ain't trying to heal yourself? Why ain't you trying to do a damn ritual to take your monkey ass out? Get to the other side. I said, damn, I never thought about it that way. Because I had did all these rituals from 94 to 96. And what shit happened? I was mad. The spirit said, you can't enhance energy that you already have. That's white people shit. Them rituals don't work. So I gave up on the ritual shit. I said, but I ain't did no ritual since 96. So I told Ginger, I said, we gotta do some rituals. She said, oh man, not that shit again, man, come on. I said, listen. I said, the other time we was doing that shit, we weren't trying to kill ourselves. She said, that's it. She said, that's it, that's the key. I said, well, I'm gonna work all Christmas to get this shit right. I'm gonna study this shit and to get this shit right so we can goddamn slay ourselves. But in 96, I was dealing with the voodoo, and that's where I left off. I said, the voodoo will be the shit to do it. So, put together this shit, worked on January, on Super Bowl night, we did this shit. But I didn't do the voodoo one. On Super Bowl night, I wrote out my own one. And I got a little bit of energy or whatever, but Ginger was mad as fuck. She said, goddamn, she woke up, she said, man, I'm tired of this damn shit here. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. So about a week before the conference, I said, oh, I didn't use the voodoo. I didn't use the goddamn voodoo in this thing. I said, I got it. So we did the same ritual again, added the voodoo, and they hit me that night. It was walking all in my face. The shit was walking all in my damn face. I talked about this last time I was here. Now, then, we did the conference, and I found out that what had happened is, we always give our shit to the damn cracker. You had a voodoo man that's being practiced by thousands of white people. And whenever you do these world, this shit was not made for world systems like religion, like baptism, like holiness and shit, like Protestant. These are damn priesthood stuff. So they done saturated the fucking energy. So, that I had already mixed voodoo and the whole universe thing, a combination of both. So, to get into the story, Looked at Detroit, did a lecture, woke up that night, word the first spread. It was April 8th, 9th, and 10th. That was the same time that the Book of Law came to Crawley in AWAS. I woke up and I read the spread and these blue sparks were shooting from my hand on the spread. I said, I'm dreaming. So I went to the bathroom and I came back and I did it again and the shit was still happening. I said, man, there's some energy in the air. The next day I got downtown in Atlanta. When I got back, it led me to a place and I tapped into the Apollo spirits of the dark side of Santeria or the dark side of Europe. Kept alive by only a few people in Puerto Rico and Brazil and Cuba. So I said, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a ritual and I'm gonna do like Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters say, don't cross the streams. Remember they say Ghostbusters? Whatever you do. He said, what you do when you cross the streams? He said, I don't know, it's some very bad shit. Don't cross the streams in Ghostbusters. I said, I'm gonna cross the streams. I'm about a crazy motherfucker. I said, man, shit. By that time, Jimmy was like, I'm out of this motherfucker. See you later. We didn't die for a week. I'm gonna die. I said, damn, man, shit. You know, left me in a goddamn house. I said, hell, we was in the apartment, the damn gas. It was central heating, so the electricity and the water was, I only had to pay electricity because the water was free. Electricity and phone. Now I got gas, water, lights, and I said, wait a minute. And I gotta pay for the house. I said, damn, I'm fucked up, man. I ain't got no damn money. I said, I'm gonna cross these damn streams up. So I put down the yoga, I put down the voodoo, put down some Hamite stuff, and basically, and I put down the hollow. And shit happened. Got some energy. You can feel the energy in the house, but nothing happened. So August came. And I got a friend when he comes, every time he comes, I come down with toothaches, come down with colds and all that shit. What happened was, we used to hang out together like in the early 80s when we were ignorant as fuck. And now I'm conscious, and he's regressed. So when the energies hit, I was coming down the car, I said, damn man, he coming the wrong time. So I cleaned up the room and took down all the ritual shit. Because I say, well, it's been up all summer. Let me just clean this shit out and get a whole new sleep. But I left down the Apollo rituals, the Apollo babies. That's the symbols, the Apollo babies. I left them down, and lo and behold, I left them down. The damn shit started working. He came in, he said, he got up 5 o'clock in the morning. He said, I got to go, man, I got to go. He left and went to one of our friends' house. He said, I'll see you tomorrow. We gonna go ride out. Didn't see him no more till Thursday. He was getting ready to go back to Augusta. I said, damn, what the fuck going on? I said, oh shit, these motherfuckers working. And they was like, we don't like to work with none of them other motherfuckers. We are straight dark side. So I started doing rituals that they asked and shit started working all last fall. That's when the heartbeat and all that stuff started happening to me. And then this what happened. I'm telling you this shit here right now. In January, because they talk about this shit in Hilton Hotel and all this stuff. They talk about it in Buddhism. Some advanced forms of Buddhism. I came down pregnant, but it wasn't no, I had symptoms of pregnancy. Goddamn stomach got river and shit, that's called the Buddha gut. One damn night, this shit, it's not a physical pregnancy, but it's a spiritual pregnancy. One night I'm laying in the bed, this motherfucker kicking. You know how to say the baby be kicking? This motherfucker was kicking, but his motherfucker was kicking on this side and this side. And I wasn't scared. I'm just so happy after 9 years some shit happening. I'm just so cute. I'm sitting around here and shit, kicking. And then this what happened. I go to the toilet. I'll be 40 in 2-3 months. Now here it is, I'm damn near 40, and I go to the toilet, and I ain't no vegetarian no more. But even if vegetarian, this shit don't happen. I go to the toilet and shit out a 40-year-old man shit on me. And on top of the 40-year-old man shit is some light yellow baby dookie. I swear to God, I said, wait, what the fuck is this shit here? There was a big, this nigga that don't play, nigga talking about the different grades of his shit. There was a big man hawk up in that bitch. And on top of that was some yellow baby dookie, Gerber dookie. You don't get that shit from me, you don't get that shit at damn near 40. I'm sorry. It was some baby dookie. And this shit was kicking around in me. And I had a psychic, she said that shit gonna mature in about a week. And in about a week, that motherfucker matured, and then I started having sonic hearing like dogs. Get that Superman, the first one. The first hour of that shit is bad. Motherfucker turned, he said, you special, and I know you special, and I don't know what you gotta do, but one thing I know it ain't for running no goddamn touchdown. You gotta get the new edition. They just put out a new edition, and they got extra footage when they're on Krypton. I started having sonic hearing. Remember my motherfucking Gene Hackman said, not unless you're a motherfucker with 4 legs. I know the only person can hear me talking is Superman, when it was calling him. Because he beat that sonic thing. I started hearing sonic hearing. All kind of things started happening. Then, well, I might well get grotesque. Then, the day they call it, his son called me on that Tuesday. On that Wednesday, my shit swole up. I'm talking about my Johnson, my tallywhacker, my dipstick. I said, what the fuck going on? I said, oh God, what's going on? Oh, shit. Now I'm really scared now. I said, what's going on? My shit just swelled up on me. And the Spirit said, the Spirit said, don't worry, you will like what you see. So what kind of shit is this? Then the next day the shit went down. I was fucked up on that one. I said, man, damn, there's some metaphysical shit here. You niggas get scared now. I said, damn, there's some metaphysical shit here. That was what gonna have me with a big old pump on my side, pumping my shit up and shit. That motherfucker got a pump on his damn side, pumping his shit up. I said, damn, I have a motherfucker with a pump on my side. I gotta go pump my shit up to get some sex. Pump my shit up with a damn tube and some shit. I said, damn, that shit, I got scared as hell. I said, damn, I ain't gonna be going out like this. Going out with some old pump on my damn side. Pumping my shit up. I said, damn that shit. So, about a week later, I'm in the bathroom and I said, wait a minute, hold on. Now I know how my shit look, but that ain't my shit. You know, I was average. I ain't gonna tell you, I was average. You know, all my shit down here. I was average. You know, just goddamn average. I got a size 11 shoe, so figure it out. I was average. Then, I said, damn, that is not my shit. And I said, that's not my shit. Now, going on. Now, going into this thing. Now, this is what's getting down to the real nitty-gritty. In March, these Angeles. Her daughter is staying in Little Rock at the time. The daughter starts channeling on a higher level. We ain't talking about no psychic network shit. When we go in, we are right there with all of the deities. I'm like, call on Typhon. They call on Lucifer. Lucifer does to kill all the motherfuckers, kill them all. I said, call on Oshu, call on. We right there in the realm. Then, about 2 weeks later, I'm in this thing with Sister Kimberly. I said, tap in, and she tapped in, and she started doing it. And all. And then, in March, these 4 entities came. Oticha, Sheola, Shumla, Tiacha, and Omagumu. 4 entities came. There's 2 others came after that. They were telling us what they do. And then I figured it out. The history is that the Europeans, when they were studying H.P. Lovecraft shit, and Kenneth Grant and all them out of England, they were trying to make contact not with the regular deities that you have on the Olympian realm, or the ones that's ruled over men in this dimension, but they were trying to get in contact with the outer gods, which would be the gods of the next paradigm shift. The pure chaos beings, and the only thing they had was the fictional names, Cthulhu, Azathoth, Yosatos, Hastar, and Nirlin Hotep, and Shub-Niggurath. H.P. Lovecraft had these dreams, and he got those names. So these entities came: Shumla, Oticha, Tiacha, Omagumu, and Sheola. And then, a couple of nights later, Obatala, Lepa, Shango, and Ogun came. Now let me get into this science so you know what's going on. Them motherfuckers came and said, look, we don't like y'all motherfuckers. Tell you how. Now don't get come and go with the pure scholarship. We got it all down. All you gotta do is study. So I ain't talking no bullshit, but I knew this shit was coming. So we don't like y'all motherfuckers. And y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna never get up here. If we got something to do with it. Meanwhile, Oshun, Yeminya, Oya, Olakuna was like, we all love you. We all realized what was going on. See, that's why it's good to study various mythologies, because the Egyptian shit is so fragmented, so we may never get none of that stuff.